Greetings, I'm Steph MC and I'm with Integrative Orchid Practice, and today's video we will be doing a 20-minute flow for your menstrual cramping. So if it's the time of the month and you're having some cramps, some inflammation, some bloating, we will be doing some poses to release some of the cramps, some of the bloating. Here it's going to be a short 18-minute video, and enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Make sure that you follow my channel and you subscribe to the notifications. And we will get started. In today's practice, we will be needing some blocks and a bolster if you have one. If not, a blanket, a folded blanket will be just fine. So we're going to get started in a child's pose, but we're going to be using our bolster to start our child's pose, and it's just going to be right underneath us. So here we're going to bring our toes to touch, and my pebbles here is joining us in today's video. You're going to have your toes to touch, your knees out wide, bring the bolster right underneath your torso, and you can either rest the right side of your face, the left side of your face on the bolster, or your forehead just down into the bolster here. We're going to take a few deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. Feel your hips here opening up and continue pressing them towards the back of your mat. Make sure that you cultivate your ujjayi breathing, strong inhales and exhales with a slight constriction at the back of the throat. Really getting that oxygen flowing in and out through the nose, making your breathing as loud as possible, like ocean waves. And we're here for one more full breath. And we'll slowly come up and get rid of our bolster. Just move it over to the side here. And come into our tabletop position, aligning our wrist underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. And we're going to go into our cat-cow. So we're going to take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, your gaze is up towards the ceiling. Really press the tops of your feet into your mat here. As you exhale, you're going to round the spine. Bring the chin all the way in towards your navel. And then we're going to round, making it a moving meditation, moving with your breath. Exhaling as you're rounding your spine. Imagine your vertebrae moving with each inhale as exhales. And 2 more times here. Exhale. Get some moving in your lower abdominals. Last one, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. And coming into your neutral spine here, we're going to bring the right foot in between the hands. And then we're just going to peel up into a low crested lunge. So bringing your hands up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring them in towards your heart center. So we're just pressing into the left hip flexors here. Breathe and really expand your pelvis here. Bring as much attention and awareness to the left thigh, as well as the right thigh. 2 more full breaths. As you finish your exhale, we're going to come down to the ground from your foot, come back into tabletop position. And we're just going to go to the other side. So left foot comes in between your hands. We're going to go into a low crested lunge. Inhale, bringing your hands up towards the ceiling, palms together. Exhale, hands into heart center. And now we're just focusing on the right side here. Strong inhales and exhales. A couple more deep breaths here. As you finish your exhale, frame your foot, and we're back to tabletop position. And go ahead and find some movement here. Wiggle side to side, forward and back. You can drop your head and do some half neck rolls if that feels good. Be mindful of your body, your spine, anything that's nudging you for attention. And then we're going to come into our neutral spine here again. We're going to extend the right leg behind. We're going to be leading with our right heel. We're going to lead our right foot over to the left, and we're going to place the right toes on the ground. And then we're going to look over to the left, and we're going to take a look at our right heel. And 3 strong, deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. As you're finishing your exhale, we'll unwind, come to your tabletop position, and we will switch sides. Extend the left heel, leading, and we'll bring it over to the right. We're going to look over the right side, and we're going to take a look to our left heel here. As you finish your exhale, we'll unwind, come back to your tabletop position. We're going to tuck all 10 toes and go into our downward facing dog. Our knees are bent here. It's a very soft downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet here. Make sure you're breathing in and out through the nose, bringing the belly button up towards the spine. We're going to take an inhale, sway into a plank pose. So here in our plank pose, we're activating our triceps and our body, our legs. And then we're going to let the hips drop in activate the glutes here. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to look over to the right side. We're going to look over to the left side. And we're going to exhale to a downward facing dog. Here in our downward facing dog, we're going to come back to a tabletop position. We're going to cross our ankles and we're going to sit back into a seat. We're going to cross the ankles. Actually, before we cross the ankles, we're going to go into butterfly pose, Bakasana. So bring your soles of the feet together. Bring them as close as you can to your groin. You're either going to grab a hold of your feet or grab a hold of your ankles. You're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, you're going to fold over, bringing your chin to your chest. And we're just focusing on opening the inner hips. Our hips are usually very tight during our menstrual cycle. There's a lot of inflammation internally and externally, so opening the hips is the best thing you can do here while you're having your period, especially if you're having menstrual cramps. And we're just breathing in and out through the nose. Just work your way into the posture. Really bring your belly button up towards your spine like we have been. Remembering our intention here, pushing through any uncomfortableness, but be mindful, of course. As your last breath in, you're going to exhale, release the pose. And we are going to come out to a straddle. So just extend the legs out to a wide straddle. And then we're going to take a stretch one more time for each side. So we're going to bend the left knee, bring the foot to the inside of the right leg. Our right hand is going to come to our left knee. Left hand is going to come up and over for our right toes. So this is going to be stretching the the left side of the body. Keep breathing, strong inhales and exhales through the nose. Last breath in and out. Go ahead and release. And we'll go to the other side. So bend the right knee, place the right sole on the inside of the left leg. Left hand comes up over the right knee. Right hand comes up and over towards the left toes. And now we're stretching the right side of the body here. Strong inhales and exhales through the nose. And we're here for one more full breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Using that same exhale, we'll unwind and make our way to our backs. This is where you're going to grab your blocks. And we're going to relax we're going to bring one of the blocks underneath our backs. So at the beginning of our tailbone, we're going to either place it at an angle vertically or the opposite way. So whichever feels good for the low back. You can extend the feet here, and then we're going to bend them. And we're just going to lay here, opening up the pelvis here and the low back. You're going to place your hands alongside body. And start taking deep breaths in and out through your nose. Focusing on bringing the oxygen all the way into the lower belly here. And then bringing the awareness to your low back as it's lightly opening up your hips. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And you can always extend the legs out if it feels good on the low back. For one more full breath, inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and unwind. And then we're going to extend the left leg, bring the right leg into our chest here, and press it firmly into our chest, activating both feet. A couple more deep breaths here. And as you finish your exhale, we're going to bring the right knee over to the left. Right hand comes out to a gold post. Your gaze is over to the right. We're here for a few more deep breaths, focusing on the supine twist on the right side. And finishing up your exhale, we're going to unwind. Bring both knees into chest, extend the right, and then firmly press the left knee into your chest. And then we will draw it over to the left or to the right for a supine twist onto the left side. So keep breathing. Inhales and exhales. And then we'll go ahead and release the knee back to center. We're going to bring both knees into center one last time. Firmly squeeze them into your chest. And then we'll let go. And we will end in a butterfly reclined position. So we're going to bring our feet of the soles together, the knees out wide alongside. And we're going to bring our right hand to our bellies and the left hand over our heart. You can close your eyes here. And come back to your normal breathing. We're going to go into a few moments of meditation. Where we reap our practice, our poses, our breaths for a few minutes. Blink your eyes open and take a deep breath here. We'll find our way to a seat. And we will bring our hands to heart center. And we will end the class with a detoxifying breath, inhaling through the nose and holding it at the top. Open the mouth and release. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Namaste.